So I'm not surprised, some of you Geminis, you're cutting something to do with a new professional that's been in your life, or you're making a decision to hire a new professional in your life. All right, Gemini. Yes, welcome to May. Welcome to Taurus season. And how are things going to go for you? Well, in this forecast, we will be looking at our cards, the Power of 8 Chakra Lenormand and the Power of 8 Chakra Oracle cards. They do come as a set, so that should be pretty exciting. And we will be looking at your astrology as well. Just going to clear the air here. Bells are good for clearing the air, so to speak, and resetting the energy. And we will be pulling some various tarot cards as well. So this should be very exciting for us Gemini, okay? Now, let's talk a little bit about what's happening for you. Well, you are in the 12th house, Gemini, here in May. And this is about a retreat, a rest, getting ready for your time to shine. Because next, after May 19th, May 20th is Gemini season, okay? So you're having, for most of May, quite a little bit of getting ready for your time, okay? So use this time wisely. The 12th house often is like the hidden house. We might hide out in the 12th house for a bit to rest, to rejuvenate, and to get ready, right? So it's like you're a racehorse getting ready to race, okay? The 12th house can also mean, if you own your own business, your overseas stuff about money, like your PayPal, your Stripe account, things like that, okay? The 12th house is a really good time for you, Gemini, to maybe catch up on your spiritual stuff, do some more meditation. You're going to be very psychic, Gemini, here in May. In the 12th house, you'll get lots of dreams that are prophetic, maybe. You should journal your dreams, I would say. You should meditate or get back into some spiritual practice, spiritual routine, whether that's praying or meditating or going for walks in the woods just to get away from society without looking at your phone, okay? Getting away from that. Attuning yourself more to what's inside of you, getting to know yourself again, right? Your inner child, your higher self, all of those things. It's a connection to spirit in the 12th house. I mean, this is where a lot of times we get our guardian angels, or we get some kind of really cool ghost spirit kind of event can happen here in the 12th house. It's very spiritual. It's deep. Your spirit guides are really with you, trying to give you some information. So I want you to sit and take some time every day, Gemini, to listen. What is spirit telling you? Show me the signs, right? You're going to see a lot of different synchronistic signs. Could be anything from certain feathers on the ground to coins to real coincidences, but nothing's a coincidence, right? We know that, Gemini. So really listen to that, okay? This is a good time to go on a spiritual retreat or to go on some kind of vacation here in May, getting out in nature, maybe going on a camping trip, I don't know, or going and, if it could be about celebrating, your birthday or your upcoming birthdays, things like that, in maybe just renting a cabin or an Airbnb and really just resting, relaxing, and rejuvenating. Like I can really see you, getting the foot massage, getting some kind of massage, or enjoying some time away, that kind of feeling, doing more self-care. And it can be like even just adding essential oils to your bath, bubble baths, adding candles, or I don't know, some kind of like thing that makes you just quiet and love just the fact of living without actually having to do something. Okay? I think that's important for you. Now, Gemini, you are run by the planet Mercury. That's why you're so smart. And Mercury is moving. You know what's funny about Mercury in May? It's moving signs 3 times, it'll be into 3 different signs in May, I noticed. So you're going to feel a lot of ups and downs and lots of action, I think, too, even though the 12th house wants you to sit and rest, or your body wants to rest and maybe wants more sleep, or you might be just a night owl because you're getting so much Mercury buzzing. Okay, now I want to talk about the Mercury's in Aries in your 11th house of people. There's a lot of people energy for you, Gemini, until May 11th. After that, your thoughts and that are going into the 12th house. So your rest and rejuvenation really starts to happen around May 11th, when things are really feeling like, oh my gosh, I feel like I've been so busy, so overwhelmed. I need to go rest and retreat, right? And by the way, Mercury brings messages. I'm not surprised if you hear messages from your networks or groups of people in some way that are pretty good. Up until May 11th, okay? So if you've been expecting some kind of special message from, maybe your boss or some kind of authoritative figure, maybe you've been waiting for a message, Gemini, well, I'm pretty sure it's something important's coming in until May 11th. Then it moves into Taurus. So Mercury being in Taurus makes you feel a little more lazier, makes you feel a little more working on your beauty, like, do I look good? Do I need to do some facial rejuvenation or something? I got to get my garden set up, right? Taurus likes to work with the hands and the earth and design and be creative. So it could be a really good time for you to be creative. And then Mercury switches on May 26th to your Gemini sign. So on May 26th, there you're really going to start feeling like, woo, I got a lot of attention because it's Gemini season now, and Mercury's in Gemini, and oh my God, everybody's paying attention to me, right? You'll walk into a store and everybody starts staring at you, around May 26th and on during your season. Everybody's going to stare at you and you're like, what, I got something on my face, that kind of feeling. So just know that's all coming. But for now, it is a good time to rest for all this activity that's coming your way. Okay. All right, so Gemini, let's pull a card from the Power of 8 Chakra Lenormand. And you can get these cards. They come as a set on my website, www.themoontree.org. Yes. All right. Oh, we got something already. Making a big decision fast. You're making decisions here. Okay, Gemini? You're making decisions. And it could be fast decisions here. Okay, so you're making some kind of fast decisions, cutting something when it comes to, for number one, this could be cutting something about your child. Like maybe your child's been going to do a certain thing and that's like you're making a decision to cut that. Now, the child card more often, though, means something new. So it's making quick action, fast decisions about something new that's been coming in your life, okay? Let me just pull one more about that. It could be new decisions, fast, that you're going to want to quickly act on are coming in your life as well with that card combination. Oh, and we have new... The dog is the loyal friend, but it's often about professionals. So I'm not surprised, some of you Geminis, you're cutting something to do with a new professional that's been in your life, or you're making a decision to hire a new professional in your life. This could be a coach, a counselor. It could be that you're cutting the child's teacher out of your life or the child's educator and choosing a different kind of trainer, educator, something like that. It could be like you're making decisions about your child's professionals in the life, their mental health doctor, their people in their life, that kind of thing. But it looks to me, Gemini, because you're making some fast action decisions on that. So the child card can mean the new quite often, but once in a while it can mean our children. So this looks like you're making some decisions about a new professional that's come into your life. So Gemini, you could be choosing, okay, I need a new lawyer. I don't like this one anymore. I need a new doctor. We're just not vibing. I need a new coach I got a business coach. I just feel like we're not connecting anymore. I need a different kind of coach, right? Or whatever, right? Do you see what this card, the dog, is? It could be too, I'm making decisions or cutting my new relationship with this friend. I just started being a friend, but now the friend's being really annoying. I don't know. I'm just making stuff up here. But this is a decision card, and it's a cutting card. And it's sort of like it's final, right? And so that's happening. And this could be a new leader in your life, a new professional in your life, your child's friend. It could be that too. You know, some of you Geminis might have your child's been hanging out with some, I don't know, friend that doesn't suit you or doesn't have the same values or that's causing trouble in your kid's life. And you're like, nope, we're cutting off that relationship. So you see, it could be a lot of things. But just know that you will make the right decisions, Gemini, because you're smart. All right? Now, let's look at the Everyday Enchantment Tarot. This will be fun. Okay, let's pull a card from that. The Everyday... Oh, wait. Gotta knock 3 times. Okay, for Gemini, what can we know in May? Let's shuffle them up a bit here. Oh, there's something that popped up. 6 of Cups. Yeah, you're reminiscing about your childhood yourself. You're reminiscing, you know, because the 6 of Cups is a lot about, you see how they're all gathered as a family, they're talking, there's lots of kids involved. So yeah, this whole thing might be about your kids too, for sure. And, or it could be about your own inner child, Gemini, right? Making decisions about your own inner child and reflecting on how you grew up. And maybe you don't want the same way you grew up for your kids or something like that. But this is a time of reminiscing, of looking at the past, maybe seeing some patterns that you're carrying forward today that you could cancel, clear, delete, or start over again during your time to shine in Gemini season. So this could be a good time to go visit your family, Gemini, in May. Very nice time indeed. You'll have a good time because the 6 in tarot or in numerology or in general is the number of harmony. Yes, but it's the number of home and family. For example, if you were born on the 6th or your life path is a 6th, you're very good at being like your family is really important to you. You know, you make a great wife. If you're born on the 6th, a great wife, great mother. Okay, if you're born on the 6th or your life path 6, right? The 6 means harmony, sure, but often it has this tone of love within the family. Okay, so we have lots of this. So cool, celebrating with the family, having more family time could be very good too. So when we go back to those Lenormand cards, it could be about your work's overpowering. You're spending too much time at work, Gemini, and your kids need you to be more of the fun, loyal friend, right? It needs to hang out with you more. So cutting off things that are becoming a barrier to you and your kids, you know, being together. So cutting off the barriers so that you and your kids can have a great time together more. That's what I'm getting out of this kind of combination. But let's look at the Enchanted or Tarot of the Enchanted Soul. Let's pick one more card for you. Okay, Gemini? Tarot of the Enchanted Soul. I like the color of these cards. Oh, and then the gold edging. That's cool. All right, so 1, 2, 3, Gemini. 1, 2, 3, Gemini. Gemini, you're the master of the 3rd house. You rule the 3rd house. 1, 2, 3. Haha. Just thought of that. Okay. Gemini, what's in store for you in May during Taurus season, more particularly? The 7 of Coins. This is about the harvest, letting your things grow. What you've planted in the past, you might need to have a little more patience for them to fully bloom. You know, we do. Oh, I forgot to talk about the full moon for you, Gemini. The full moon on May 12th is in your 6th house of your day-to-day, the way you work. And this is kind of a working card too. And so the full moon illuminates things in your life about your job and about more, actually not so much about your job as just your day-to-day life. And I think that you've planted some seeds in the past, and maybe during the full moon week of May 12th, maybe they start to bloom here. But this is about, you know, patience, perseverance pays off, results and dividends from the progress you've been making, Gemini. So keep up those good values, those good work habits, for example, in the 6th house. Keep that up, because you'll probably see some results of that during the May 12th full moon week. 7 of coins could be profit too. You get some money and some profit. This is the coins, right? Abundance in some way. So that looks good as well. All right, Gemini, thanks so much for joining me. I'd say come see me for a reading, but I'm booked up until May here. But you can get on the waiting list as well if you'd like on my website, www.themoontree.org. Now, for now, though, I would love for you to, if you're not a part of the Intuitive Collective Facebook group, you should be. This is where we have a lot of intuitive stuff, okay? It's so fun. And this is where I'm going to be hosting the Intuitive Power Festival in May. It's a 14-day event online. And we're going to have speakers who are psychics, astrologers, spoon benders. I'm hoping to get some Mandela effect experts as well. Anything under the intuitive umbrella where we can use these techniques that the speakers will be teaching us in our everyday lives. Wouldn't that be neat? All right. It's a safe place for us to celebrate intuition, our spiritual awakenings, and all that kind of woo-woo stuff, right? We need somewhere like that. And it's a great place if you want to be a speaker, because speakers needed. Okay, a great place to collaborate with other like-minded people and just meet new friends. And also, hey, get some new clients. Why not? Let's do it. All right. I'm Trina, your intuitive guide from Peace River, Alberta in Canada, helping you navigate life's energies. And I'll see you, Gemini, in the next one. Bye.